Trade integration is an important engine of growth and is sparking a lot of interest among policymakers. In Latin America and the Caribbean, trade liberalization took off in the late 1980s and regional trade agreements expanded in the 1990s. Although there has been some progress, trade within the region is lower than most other emerging markets. For example, intra-regional exports in Latin America and the Caribbean account for only 15% of total exports, as opposed to economies within Asia and Europe, which are over 50%. Recently, the IMF published a report which draws on analytical studies and surveys among country officials from the region to better understand the existing policies and strategies of trade and the prospects for increasing integration. There are many factors contributing to the lack of regional trade integration, such as the absence of proper infrastructure, which raises the cost of trade. The topography of the region is challenging and diverse, making access between countries difficult. The amount of investment needed to build the proper infrastructure is also sizable.
Low trade within Latin America and the Caribbean also partially reflects the concentration of the region's exports in commodities, given their rich natural resource endowments.
These include agricultural commodities, poultry, coffee, and corn, as well as minerals such as iron ore, crude oil, gold, and refined petroleum. The lack of trade integration is also due to the region's limited participation in global value chains. This is when each stage of the production of goods and services is shared across countries.
Global and regional value chains are important to productivity and growth because countries can benefit from learning and absorbing the technologies of other countries in the production chain relationship.
Though the region has benefited from global trade networks, the study finds that trade integration within the region can also provide greater opportunities for growth. So what can be done to boost regional trade integration?
A comprehensive regional trade agreement would be a critical initiative to enhance regional trade. This could entail simplifying existing trade agreements and rules between countries and regional blocs, removing both tariff and non-tariff barriers, and aligning trade rules across the region.
Countries could also cooperate on several other issues, including harmonizing regulatory standards, trade facilitation, investment rules, and initiatives to improve the region's interconnectivity. Bringing Latin America and the Caribbean into regional as well as global value chains would also enable the broader participation of smaller firms in trade and create jobs. According to the survey, officials throughout the region consider regional trade integration to be an important policy objective. The timing may be right for a renewed push towards greater regional integration.